So I'd like to introduce Greg Smith and Alistair Binney from Apiculture. Alistair's the innovation manager and Greg's one of the directors responsible for operations, products and services. So they're just going to talk briefly about management of infected plastic hiveware.
Right, hello everyone. Thanks for sticking in here. It's a subject that people talk about a little bit, but it's not a particularly positive one in the industry with AFB, how it is. Everyone's aware that the increasing amounts of plastics that are involved in beekeeping now, whether it's in frames, boxes, bottom boards, polystyrenes, it's just becoming more common. So we're here to present just really a concept that we've discussed with the Pest Management Board about how we might treat some of those plastic products. The problem, very broadly, is that legislation at the moment means that people have to burn if they have AFB, and there's really very little in the way of other options out there. Councils don't like that. I don't think any of us here who've done that want to set fire to plastic and the environmental effects that flow on from that. The background really is that AFB is continuing to be found throughout New Zealand. On that note, though, I was very pleased to talk to Mark Goodwin and some of the work he's doing on the qPCR testing, which actually may give us a future in the next 10 years where we really don't have virtually any AFB. But in the meantime, we have to confront this problem. Burning's the only process to dispose of infected equipment other than paraffin dipping for limited woodware. And so there's the obvious environmental health and safety, fire hazards. You'll be aware of the recent fires last year from people burning AFB gear. So the treatment options are limited. There is a potential for an operation that we've been looking at, which is a dry heat sterilisation. For plastic ware, and in fact it would be for all the woodware from any particular hives. It won't be destructive, and it will allow for the product to potentially be recycled depending on the output, or at least disposed of in a safe way that doesn't involve burning. So very, very basically, it involves the confirmation that you have AFB. Bags would be sent to you, special bags which are strong enough to contain the hiveware, whether that's the full boxes or just the infected gear itself. The boxes could be burnt on site. We're not sure of the practicalities of that at this stage, but if we just go on the basis that the whole hive would be sent to a central area, it's packed away. Before it's sent, though, it would have a precautionary chlorine wash over it. Honey would have to be removed from any bags. It may involve double bagging. The bags themselves are not expensive. There would be a cost of freight to get it to this facility. The facility will involve heating it up to a certain temperature. At the moment, Plant and Food are working with the Pest Management Board and coming up with some data on the temperatures. We know that 90 degrees for 12, 24 hours doesn't work, surprisingly. I don't think it's going to involve going to 160 degrees as with a paraffin dipper, but there's be some point that will be doable in there that we believe that we will be able to kill all of the AFB spores and rods. So for us, it's really only a concept at the moment. Nothing's been put in place, but the way we view success for us is to keep the risk low, that it makes compliance easier. And the big one really is it's got to be economical and easy to use for the beekeepers. Just talking to some people, there are people that want to do things right. There are people that will do things right if it's easy enough for them. So I think for this to succeed, we've got to stop people, make it easy for them to do the right thing. And so we have an improved environment and relatively low safety risk. Feedback?
Yeah, hi, so like Greg said, my name's Alistair and I'm the Innovation Manager at Apiculture. Obviously the next step for this is to get a bit of feedback from industry. You're the guys who will be doing this and you want to know whether it's doable and whether it's practical and whether you think it will help. Like Greg said several times, it's kind of a proposal, and from here we need to look at, will this help reach our goal of eliminating AFB? If yes, we'll go forward, and if not, obviously we need to, I guess, change what we're doing to meet our goal. You can either flick through feedback through to me in my email, or I'll be at the Ecrotech stand all afternoon. But yeah, I would love to hear what you think about it. Thanks.
Thank you.